Unleash the power of knowledge and connect with the heartbeat of the African diaspora. Download our African Diaspora News Channel app now on Google Play and Apple App Store. Stay informed with authentic and diverse perspectives, breaking news, and cultural insights. Immerse yourself in a community that celebrates unity, resilience, and progress. Experience the vibrancy of the diaspora at your fingertips. Don't miss out. Empower your perspective today. Search African Diaspora News Channel and join the conversation.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan have been telling us to watch the weather for years, decades, right? Now, before I go on with what I'm about to say, I want to say in no way, shape, or form is this about me gloating at all. Now, as of this moment, Southern California is experiencing the worst fire season that they have had in a very long time. Now, it is not typically fire season in Southern California. That's past, right? But Governor Gavin Newsom recently said, well, apparently it seems like it's fire season all year long now, right? Now, there are 3 neighborhoods, specifically Eaton, Hearst, and Pacific Palisades, that have had evacuations to the tunes of tens of thousands of people. Right now, over 1,000 structures, homes, and a whole bunch of stuff have been burnt to a crisp. Right now, the fire, all of them are at 0% containment. It is said that the winds from Santa Ana is typically a thing, right? Santa Ana winds are between 80 and 100 miles an hour. It says that the fire department there is outmanned. They cannot get a hold of the fire. They have been pleading for other fire departments from around the country to come help. As of this moment, doesn't sound like many people have showed up. Biden has said that they are going to help in any way that they can, telling people please evacuate because those fires they're just out of control. Now back to the messenger and the minister. They have been telling us to watch the weather, and they've been telling us because America, for one, has not atoned for the original sin of slavery, and it has a lot of wickedness and evilness that goes on that they think is normal, right? But let's go back to California, where not too long ago, the California Legislative Black Caucus thought it was a good idea to play in the faces of Black Californians, making us think that they were going to go in there and demand reparations. They were going to lay the reparations bills at the desk of Gavin Newsom to either vote on, pass, right, or to veto them, and they didn't do it at all. They were blocking for that of Gavin Newsom, talking about it's a multi-year study, and we got to wait and see and all this other stuff. A lot of people say, well, California wasn't a slave state. No, it wasn't technically a slave state, but it was complicit in slavery. It adhered to the Fugitive Act, which means that if a slave escaped to California, they were like, well, here they are, come get them, massa, and a whole host of other things, gentrification, redlining, and the prison system, everything you could think of. They have been doing it, and yet Black Californians is like, we want our money. And it sounds like it would have been to the tune of $1.2 million, and we didn't get it. So until America atones for what it has done to Black people and is doing to Black people, we will continue to see the fall of America. And this is a book by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad that he wrote in the 60s, and he talked about the 4 calamities. Now, fire wasn't necessarily one, but you could add that in there, right? You can add the wind. He's talking about the earthquakes. California not too long ago had a major earthquake. It was like 7.0, which is like, wow, they thought it was going to cause a tsunami, right? And so God is not happy, has not been happy. What has happened to Black people here in America, and politicians, white folks, and everybody else thinks it's funny. And speaking of which, before I leave here, there's an actor by the name of James Woods, and he is very MAGA, and that's his business. He's MAGA. I don't care if he's MAGA, but he's also very anti-Black. Now, in 2019, he put this tweet up. #reparations. The first slave ship to the American colonies in 1619 were 100 white children from Ireland. Truth matters. So he's going on to debunk whether we should be getting reparations or not due to the horrors that our people experience and are experiencing. Guess what? His house was burnt to a crisp. And they are taking him to task. And it ain't even really black people taking him to task. It's white people for him being so MAGA and, pro-Trump. Because y'all might remember not too long ago was when Trump was first elected. He went to California and told Gavin Newsom, y'all having all these fires because y'all not sweeping the forest floors. True story. So they're making fun of James Woods because they're like, oh, you guys are climate deniers, that, climate change is harming the planet. Well, I'm here to tell you, you probably got your house burned down for thumbing your nose at black people or saying we don't need reparations and that white people need reparations. So y'all might want to tread lightly when it comes to black people because God don't play about us. Anyway, hopefully by the time y'all see this, they get the fires extinguished and, unfortunately, some people have died. Hopefully it doesn't get any worse than that. But yeah, until America atones for what is done to us, it's going to get worse. So anyway, y'all let me know what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, the Demetra